All right, we're about ready to start on a new project here. We've got a '59 Corvette that was brought to us by our customer, Bob. Anyway, he bought this car at auction, and it looked really good under the lights when he bought it. But however, when it came into the shop, we noticed it had some fiberglass issues going on with it. So we're going to strip the car all the way down to raw fiberglass. We're going to go through, tuck the rear bumpers, shave the cowl vent, and also do a couple other little tricks while we're at it. We are going to paint it back the black with silver coves again, like it did from the factory, but it's going to get, a full show car finish to kind of match what is going on with the rest of the car. It's got a chassis, it's got an LS3, a lot of good stuff. So we're just going to take the whole car up another notch, get him out there enjoying the car and showing it off like it should be.
The '59 Vet. Obviously just doing the back half, waiting on a front clip to replace that, and then we'll tie that in. And so we're plasking that off, back half's ready for primer. Block down our first round, and we're gonna send it to Mark so we can tuck the back bumpers and build a custom exhaust for it. On the back half, so we'll have a little bit of high build, so Mark will be able to gap to that, and then when we sand and reprime and sand, and hopefully we'll still be in the neighborhood. Obviously we're going to check the bumper before we paint it, before we send that bumper out for plating, so it'll be fine-tuned at that point, but the high build will give Mark a better surface to kind of, it'll be close.
This could be that high build closet.
Yeah, it'd be the high build closet.
The yellow stuff.
Yeah.
Working out pretty good.
Yeah, Bobby Alloway recommended that, he said that's the way he uses it on his fiberglass cars. He'll lay some down and then do the body work on top of that, and then come back with more after that. Use it just basically as a polyester primer. We don't have to seal any metals, so we don't have to worry about any rust or anything, but it's such a fantastic product. It works as a high build. It doesn't shrink. It doesn't lift anything that's underneath. It's pretty nice stuff.
Have you used a special gun to spray this stuff at all?
No. We just run through the 1/9 tip, which is what we use for our urethane primers too. It's pretty thin for being a polyester primer, but it certainly fills, that's for sure. I'm gonna go hang 5 coats.
5 coats?
5 coats.
This week I cut the old front end off that had some horrible fiberglass work done to it. We got a replacement front end over here. But right now I just kind of masked up and touched up some of the bed liner that was on there before. Much easier to get to now than when you put the new one on. Masked off all the glued flanges so it's not twice the work. Go ahead and
Why are we
unmask that.
replacing the front end and not just body working it?
Because the seams that were on it were done so badly before that there was no saving it. It was sectioned in with portions of a new front end at one point, and there was just so many seams on it, everything just would have swelled back, so we figured we'd stay ahead of the game and put a whole new front end on it.
There she goes.
A little pressure. Under pressure.
Don't break it, we just got it.
I know a guy that can fix it.
Yeah, I know some guys.
Right here. This is hitting on the inside. Mine's over top of it. Yours is pretty tight against it.
Does it fit pretty good?
It's not too bad for our first set on there. Back there I wanted to see where I can make my final cuts to get everything to lay right, but we got to make some little adjustments up here. Take a little bit of the flange off, so that way the lip for the hood can slip over, and then I can just re-fiberglass that 90 once it's on.
Easy fix.
Easy fix. Nothing to it. Spraying a little of this Raptor liner all over the inside to protect it from rock chips and anything from the inside that the tires might throw up. We got one quick coat down. Just clean this gun out and see if we'll need another. But stuff works really well. It's got a decent build, nice clean texture. It's not too thick and too aggressive, so it should work out great. Just the messy part now.
It is messy.
Gets the booth all sticky. That's why we mask the floor off, throw a little plastic down. That way we don't just destroy the floor in there. Oops, I want to thread this the right way. So this is a 2-part bed liner. That's the build, and this is our hardener. Comes with a little cup and a gun. It's a great kit. You get 4 bottles. It says it's enough to do a 8-foot truck bed. And I only went through one so far and got the bottom of the front end covered, so I think we should be good. Gotta clean this thing out. Alright, got the front end all mounted. Everything's glued in. Last thing I got is the fiberglass work, but I was fitting all the trim up front, making sure locating all the holes for all the studs, and make sure the trim's nice and straight, and everything fits together with the body real well. Modified the bumper brackets a little bit to tuck the bumper a little further back and have a nice clean edge with the wheel opening. Last piece of trim is just that side trim over the cove on the doors. So I'll be throwing the doors back on to fit that. Once I get that wrapped up with the fiberglass work, we'll be able to strip the front end down, and we'll prime it, lock that down with the closet primer that you see on the back. And then we did body work on top of that to really lock the fiberglass down. And then we'll reprime it after that. Lock everything together, get that panel transition, and it'll be a real nice car. Getting ready to fiberglass the back seam. So I just filled a couple little air bubbles for my first initial build up with the chop that you guys seen me do before. Now I'll go back, knock the fiberglass filler down. Now I'll cut my new strips of raw fiberglass on the table over there. And lay it up, make it one piece finally. Well, it's one piece now, but make it one solid piece. I got all the other fiberglass work done on the vents. Modifications on the front end, filling bumper pockets. This is it, then we can start body working and make even more dust. Less itchy dust though.
Thanks for watching. If you want to see more build videos like this, help us out by liking, commenting, and subscribing to our channel. And it's a little thing to do, but don't forget to turn on those notifications. If you want to buy merch, go to store.classiccarstudio.com. See you next time.